Hello, I'm glad you're here. There is a kind of wisdom that doesn't change. Not in 3,000 years. It doesn't shout, it doesn't try to convince, it simply waits for that one moment when we stop and something in us listens. This is not a teaching, not a lecture. It's more like remembering. So if you're ready, take a breath and let's begin. Inner peace, calm, strength, bliss, enlightenment. Call it what you like. It's not emptiness, not in the way we often imagine. It's not the hollow nothing. It's alive. A quiet fullness, spacious, free, clear. And the strange thing is, you can't really explain it. You feel it, you know it, like a shift inside, something subtle but undeniable. It's not an idea, it's a turning of the way you experience life. In the West, we tend to live in the head. Philosophy becomes a system, a concept, a debate. We try to think our way into truth. But the deeper traditions, especially in the East, they don't start with ideas. They begin with experience, with the felt sense of being. And when you pause and really listen, you start to notice something. Behind Zen, behind Taoism, behind Vedanta, behind the words of Jesus and the silence of the Buddha, there is a single thread, not theory, invitation. An invitation to return to what's already here. Simple, wordless, still. In Zen they call it Satori, a moment of awakening, not a grand achievement, just a remembering. Let me try to describe it. You are in your kitchen, nothing special. And then suddenly the world shifts. Not with fireworks, not with angels singing, just click. Everything is as it should be. The kettle, the light, the hum of the fridge. Perfect. Not because it changed, but because you did. Not the appearance changes, but the understanding. You understand beyond sense perception that at the deepest level, all other people, all things, all forms are the same being as you. And deep inside you feel this. Even in the middle of all the mess, even with the unanswered questions, somehow it's okay. Strangely, beautifully okay. That's one part. And then the world comes alive. The leaf you've seen 1,000 times, now it glows. The sun on the floor, holy. A love outside the window, it belongs to you. And something else happens, hard to describe. You don't disappear, but you're not separate anymore. It's like the line between you and everything else gets soft. You're not watching life, you are life. It's like this. Most of us live like waves on the surface of the ocean. And this wave only knows itself as a wave, and it looks at other waves and sometimes feels threatened by these other waves, or wants to use them to enhance its own sense of self. And it's always fearful, it always compares itself to other waves. Rising, falling, competing, comparing, trying to be meaningful waves, successful waves. It hasn't realized the depths of its being, because the wave is only a temporary expression of the vastness of the ocean. We forget we are the ocean. And when the wave becomes still, just for a moment, it remembers. Remembering comes in stillness, in silence. When the mind stops spinning its stories, when you're not lost in the past, not chasing the future, but just here, just being. And in that space, something quiet wakes up. You are not thinking or wishing about being. You are simply being. And it's enough. That's where awakening begins. Not in books, not in beliefs, but in the gentle realization: I'm not my thoughts. I'm not my history. I am what holds it all, what sees, what is. That awareness, it's simple, it's spacious, and it doesn't come and go. It's who you have always been. And when you know this, you move differently in the world. You act not for love, but from love. No one teaches this in school. Maybe they should. Because beneath all the noise, this is what the great teachings whisper. You are already what you're looking for. The Buddha called it shunyata, often translated as emptiness. But I would say spaciousness, the kind that holds everything gently. Jesus spoke of the kingdom of heaven, not out there, not some place to find. He said, you won't say here it is or there it is, because the kingdom is within you. It's the same message. You are not separate from life. You are not a visitor here. You are life, waking up to itself, to yourself, right now. Thank you for being here. If something stirred in you, just stay with it. No need to understand. Just let it breathe. And if it feels right, come back to this. Not to learn more, but to remember again.